Hi, welcome to today's live stream. Today, I'm going to look at 3 things authors and speakers can do today with their content marketing to help reach their audience. So, number one thing is to start producing regular content. This is the biggest problem that everybody has, from myself, who knows I should be doing it, to people who are just starting out in the business. Content marketing is absolutely essential for your success. You need to produce content so that you can be found, so you can be shared, and so you can be known. So whether you've written a book or whether you're speaking on stage, it really doesn't matter. As a nopreneur, you need to share your knowledge with your potential audience and reach them. So you need to produce something regularly. So the first step probably is live video like this. This is really simple. You just use a camera, you speak to your computer or to your phone, and you go live to the world. The second thing you can do is go straight into videoing and putting it on YouTube, but put it out on a regular basis. So that means like every week or every month. I would say every week, but certainly with video, because video can be a range of different standards depending on how you're presenting your information. You can do the big planning and all the fancy shots and all the editing and cutting, or you can go with something quite simple like what I'm doing right now. Next thing I think you could look at too is podcasting. So if you don't really want your head stuck out there to the world, it's probably not much good for a speaker, but certainly for an author. Some people don't want to be in front of a camera, and that's fine. Then think about podcasting. Start your own radio show and make sure it goes out regularly. Start with once a month and then build up to once a week if you can do it. They don't need to be long. And this is the thing. Most people tend to think a podcast has to be, 45 minutes because some of the ones they've listened to are that long. But I know of quite a few podcasts that I listen to that average around 15 to 20 minutes. I think any less than 10 minutes is too short, although there is times when you just want to put out a really quick message. But 15 to 20 minutes is probably the optimum time. You can get through an episode quickly and you can move on to another one. And people want to consume a range of content. So having more than, getting through more than one podcast of a morning on the way to work or wherever they're going allows them to kind of listen across a range of topics. And the last one is, if you like writing, blogging is a key thing to do. But the element to remember here with blogging is keeping within the frames of reference of what your expertise is. So if your books are all about, SEO, search engine optimization, then so should all your articles be built around getting better rankings in Google. Okay, so you need to stay within your theme. Don't just start talking about all different aspects. So, for example, if you're blogging about SEO, you shouldn't also be talking about social media and video and all these other topics. Yes, there's elements of SEO involved in them, but the more you drag off down the video stream, or the more you go down a different stream, the further you get away from the key point of actually using SEO to edit the names and titles of your videos, etc., etc. So don't get drawn off topic. Try and stay within the realm of your main topic, because what you want to do is build a repository of information to help people get better at SEO or whatever it is. Now, one key point that I've learned, and the one that I'm working on myself, to be honest with you, is making sure that you're targeting your audience even more, certainly with video, podcasts, and blogging, than just keywords. So keywords are important, but you've got to actually reach an audience when you're working in the audio or video market, because people will come back and watch your channel over and over, or listen to your podcast over and over, because of your relationship to them. So, for example, I work a lot with nonfiction authors and speakers to help them sell more products and create products to sell online. So for me to be talking to you as one of those people is really important. Sure, I can talk to other people. I've got clients in all realms of life. But for the work that I'm doing in that sphere, I need to be talking directly to that audience. And that means talking to you as I would another author or another speaker. Now, number 3, the last thing that I had on my list was for you to write a content plan. And this is super, super important. It's really easy to say, well, I'm going to video and I'm going to blog and I'm going to do audios every single day. The problem is you run into the old, what am I going to say? Okay, what am I going to write? If you've got a content plan down and you've got a theme for the month, and then you have a whole pile of questions relating to that theme that you want to answer or you want to write about or you want a video. It makes life much more simple. It is so difficult to come up with a new topic to talk about on a daily basis. Whereas if you have them all pre-written and you just run with that list, it makes your life much more simple. And to do this, all you need to do is open up a spreadsheet, make a really quick calendar in there, and there's plenty already designed that you can probably pull down online. And then just, day one, do this, day two, day three, and then it doesn't matter what year it is, that calendar will apply. And if you want to, you can go back and repeat it in a year's time because you're going to change your views on what you're talking about. So 3 things that authors and speakers can do today with their content marketing to reach their audience. First one, start producing content regularly. Start today. Oh, I missed one. Oh dear. Take an existing piece of content and reuse it. Okay, so yes, sometimes it's easy if you've got a piece of content as a video and turn it into a blog post or turn it into a podcast or something like that. So don't forget, if you do have some content and you're desperate to do something today, that repurposing a piece of content is super, super simple. And the last one, of course, is to write a content plan because that is really, really important. So get started straight away, but get that content plan in place because I guarantee if you're producing content on a regular basis, it will not take a short amount of time. In fact, it will take a short amount of time and you'll find yourself running out of things to say. So I'm Brad Howe from Mr. Web Marketing. If I can help you promote your business online, please go to mrwebmarketing.com and book an appointment to have a chat online. I'll catch you in the next live cast.